Hey, morning! Sunday morning, and we're out before breakfast. Big English breakfast when we get home. Behind us, as you can see, is the sluice gate. Today we're going to go down the other side of the river so you can see that. We'll probably do the same as last time and put the camera off now and then just to conserve the battery. So, with a quick swerve, here we go. It's quite nice in the morning, look at that. Not quite as still as it sometimes is. Down at this end it's not really designed as a walk. Will be later on, but not down this end. But even though it's not designed as a walk, it still is quite a nice one. Now remember those far off days when you were young and you had to go to school? Well, how do you fancy going to school there? I know I wouldn't like going up that every morning. Certainly wouldn't like going up it now. We have been upstairs like that, Nansheng. We'll get there one of these days, if the weather decides to hold out. It looks beautiful today. According to the forecast, it's going to start raining 11 o'clock. Some of the older types of houses there. Why does it feel that there's something wobbling here, eh? Stand. Well, it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be something wobbling. Yabby-dabby-doo. Go under the trees for you. I like it under the trees. That's cue for an innuendo, isn't it? Behave, Robert. Taken quite a few photos from this angle with the trees coming down into the frame. Of course, when you've seen it once, I suppose you've seen it. Now there's some very old roofs there. You can almost see how it's in the shape of a courtyard behind. God knows what it's like inside though. I'm afraid there's not a lot of house pride here. The important thing here is the almighty dollar. As long as you've got somewhere to sleep. You can eat in the restaurant. Many of them do. Sleep in a pigsty. Education, of course, is a very big thing in China. And they spend lots of money for it. On the left there is a kindergarten. A very big kindergarten. And we reckon that they must be also a very rich kindergarten. So every year, during the summer, something else is done. Either, a couple of years ago, it was a full paint on the outside and tarting everything up. This year it was doing the playground completely. Sunday today, so nobody there. It's a little different to up north. Even though it's Sunday, up north there'll be somebody there. Right, let's have a couple of minutes break. Okay, coming into town and the first bridge. But first of all, I want to show you the Holiday Inn. Now, I'm sure you know the Holiday Inn. Well, there it is. It actually looks better now than it has since we've been here. They are doing some work on it. The sign for the Holiday Inn has disappeared. Maybe it will be a different hotel. Maybe it will just be another block of apartments. We wait with bated breath. Oh, they're here early. The dreaded Ping Lang. Yesterday we saw loads and loads of ladies coming down this road with chickens. They'd been thrown out of the market area. Or should I say the outside of the market area. Terrible. Oh, the sun probably just flared the camera. Never mind. Oh. One thing I miss about my younger days is Sundays were quiet. No such thing here, of course, but I don't think I've known a quiet Sunday for the last 30, 40 years. It looks like the chickens have set up shop over there today. I don't know. I think you have to take them home and do the deed, the dirty deed yourself. There's some trucks of pigs. There's often a truck of beef down there as well. Okay, short rest again. Now I'm the tall one, but we know this as Wan's tree. This is the one she banged her head on. Maybe you can see it somewhere there, I don't know. The main bridge where Sanyuesan Dadao, the main street, goes through Wuzhishan. You see all these flying things? These are dragonflies. I don't know if you can see them. Again, disadvantage of an action cam. Still, it's a lot lighter than what I nearly bought, which was a weatherproof JVC camcorder. Very good. Except it doesn't have the functionality of a normal camera. You can take stills with it, but you haven't got all the controls that you would with a normal camera. And it would have cost me as much to buy that as my Fuji and this. Now, let's get through the trees there after this sign, shall we? No. A little bit further on. Oh, no, he's shouting. bicycle rent over there, tandems for tourists, and also now rent a car. Yes, that's much easier than it was in 2007. We didn't rent a car here in 2007, we rented one in Sanya, but it was not so easy to find. Pretty sure we broke the law as well, because China doesn't recognize international licenses. One of the upper class hotels there on the left, and definitely not Basil Faulty. Lots of weddings held in that hotel. That and the Foodalai that we showed you on our other river walk. I want to just show you this here. It's a little place to sit at the side of the river here. There you go. Not bad, eh? Now if we go this way, you'll see there's another one over there. Now I don't know if you can see that thing in the middle of the river. We never knew what that was until we saw a hoarding on a new construction place. There used to be a fountain there, a big fountain, and another one beyond that bridge. We have never seen them working. Oh look, a thin boat. Okay, 2 minutes break. Morning, Mr. Lion. Okay, here we are at the crossroads. That way goes to Sanya eventually, and that way, turn left at that roundabout down there, goes to Haikou. We of course are going straight across to the nicest part of the walk. Here it is designed more as a walk. We should be quite safe today. The ground looks reasonably dry. They're going to extend the walkways at the side of the river. That's the ones that are down there. They're going to extend them to about 3 kilometers past our house. Should be quite nice. Because walking down there should be no traffic noise at all. Now, how fast does nature take things back? Over there, you see a mini jungle. Except 3 years ago, there was a building there. It's gone. Picture of the tree for you, and back down to see Bob. Okay. Now we're not going to go down there, we'll go down the next steps, because there's actually no way through without climbing over that fence. And we'll let one be a lady today. What? Oh. Ah, I thought she was the rubbish woman. I was wrong, eh? Years and years ago, in the early days of the internet, I did a correspondence course in business on the internet, and at the end of it I was told I successfully passed, and would I like to then take on something for, you may have heard of it, Herbalife. I said no thank you, I have no wish to con people out of their money. Well, over there is a shop called Infinitus, which basically does the same thing, con people out of their money. It's amazing. Just think, I could have been rich by now. Could have been a Herbalife millionaire. But I don't think I'd have been happy. I'm not sure what this is for here. This big curve sticking out into the river. There's one that side as well. They never use them for much. Could, but they don't. Right, we're going to go down just for a short bit. Because we know that we can't go all the way along, down. We can go down, up, down, but we'll go down, up, up. Here we go. It does ease the noise of the traffic a little. Oh dear, yes. As Juan said, it's already broken. This is very new. It was only built last year. Now you can see here, I'm going to show you here, there was no way to walk through here, but some bright person thought, well, you know, if we take them out we can walk through. There's one of them in the river there. Yeah. So we can walk through, but the water coming from there is destroying this. Sounds like there's somebody in there. Now, it's quite peaceful down here. Now, people bring their little chairs, mostly men, and do some fishing. You do occasionally see some ladies too. That little pink building, what's it say on top, man? So it's like a water management place, yeah. And this wire that goes above us, they'll winch like a torpedo to the middle and drop it in the water. I suppose measure current and maybe even pollution and such like. The water comes up sometimes and you get these horrible muddy bits, which this today is not too bad. Sometimes it's actually deep enough to go over your sandals. There are one, exercise, you do. I can't do that. You want us to show you? You want us to video you? Don't want, eh? Now what's happened here? Well, they've never finished this one, but somebody's moved the corner. Even that one's bent, look. A little rest for a minute again. Well, here's another corner piece that's been moved. One thinks that maybe they moved it so they could sit on it while they fish. Terrible, isn't it? And somebody's stolen the inside of the rubbish bin. Why would they do that? I don't know. Now, here is where we have to go up. We could go down again. We will go down again for the what do you call it when the boardwalk's made of concrete? I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. See, there's no way we can go that way. Not even with wellies on. So we go up. And down the other side, which actually looks much better than the last time we came. They finished this last year, Wan? Yeah. So when they finished it last year, the bits between the walkway and the wall had been laid out with gardens. Very nice. They didn't last long. The last time we came, they'd all been destroyed. It looks now as if nature is taking back, and some of the plants that they planted are regrowing again. You can see the curve of that one, so that's something that they planted. And the others are just wild. Still, wild is good. It certainly looks better than the last time we walked down here. So we're still in the city. That road up there is where we walked when we showed you that side of the river. This road up here is one of the shortcuts, if you like, from the Haikou Road to the Sanya Road, bypassing the centre of town. It's not too busy. You can hear somebody singing over there. This is I mean, it's done quite well. It's a shame that people don't appreciate what's done for them. It's a bit warm to come and sit down here in the middle of the day when the sun is shining on those seats, but it's nice at this time or in the evening. These patterns on the wall are to do with the Li minority. Wuzhishan is mostly a Li minority place. Not that you'd notice it when you walk around. Now, all of that wall on the other side was just finished last year. Look at how the vegetation is already growing down it. It doesn't take long. There's one of the big storm drains, and that's what has destroyed the path that you saw behind us. Small fish. I can see. But I'm not going to put my camera in there. Not yet. We're in the middle of a guided tour, Wan. Have you got your flag? Wave your flag in the air. We are Siamese, if you please. Oh, that's the wrong flag, isn't it, eh? Oh, hello. take a picture of me taking a picture of him. He planned that for when we came around the corner as well. Very clever man. Oh yeah. There you go. There's another rubbish bin. They've provided the rubbish containers. Somebody's stolen both of those. Oh dear me. Now this is why we can't walk any further. We can after this inflatable dam. We could go down those steps the other side, but we'll stay up because there's something else to show you up there. Sometimes think there's a hole in them. Look, it looks like water's coming out. It's not. It's soil caked on the outside, which is diverting the water around it. Now, as you probably know, we're in the middle of Wuzhishan Island. If you look over there, you'll see somebody sitting on the beach, fishing. Okay. This is the control bunker for the inflatable dam. There's a sign that says no fishing. Yes? Yeah. And what's that one? Don't put fish there. What's it got to do with the electricity company? Yeah, but it's not good. Ah, maybe they just want people to beware in case they're casting a fly, is it? I don't know. I know nothing about fishing. Hopefully people are not quite that stupid. There's a Foodalai hotel over there. Not so sure if I would put my visitors there. Have to have a look inside. Many hotels are too expensive for what they actually are. Better off booking in a cheapy budget hotel. Here's our only pedestrian bridge. Whether they will make more in the future, I don't know. And this one quite unnerves one, because even with just the two of us on it, there's a certain part of the bridge where it will vibrate. Oh, down, 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 down. I see that yellow building up there is 7 Days Hotel. That's a chain throughout China. First time we came to Hainan, we stayed in 7 days in Sanya. Cheap and cheerful. The only thing missing, like many hotels, is breakfast. And the last Riverside walk, that's where we walked down that side and we went up there. So we don't need to go down here. In fact, well, it's dry today. Last time we tried, we couldn't go down. I got a lovely still photo that looks like modern art. Okay, let's have a little rest. Okay, we're going to do a slight detour here. First, to show you more empty buildings. We have no idea why. What? Yes, I do, Winnie. That's the producer just giving the director a problem. They're actually still selling them. We have no idea what the problem is, whether there's no title deeds or no connection to electricity, water, sewage, but it's been like that for the last 3 years. Okay, where are we? In the gym. This is something I think perhaps UK could take a leaf out of China's book, although it's quite likely in UK that vandals would just destroy it all. There are loads of machines here, and they are available for anybody who wishes to partake. We're supposed to have some in our place. They haven't been put there yet. I don't know if they ever will be. As our place being a private compound, the government is not obliged to do it, although the committee is trying to convince them that they are obliged to do it. And that's not all. It carries on. If you look on Facebook, on YouTube, or if you're in China on WeChat or Weibo or something, you'll see sometimes men older than me twirling around these bars. Where they get the energy from, I don't know. When I try on these, I'm back to how I was when I first joined the army, and I couldn't even lift my chin to the beam. Need a lot more training to do that. We're a lot fitter than we were with the amount of walking that we do, but my upper body strength still leaves a lot to be desired. And Chinese people have no shame whatsoever, no embarrassment about doing their exercises outside, doing Tai Chi outside or whatever. Good. Something for my camera. Hello. Michuna, where are you going? Now there's a thing, eh? I did wonder what the little bus with loads of water bottles on the roof was. Smile! Smile! Ni hao! Ni hao! Different teams, China Life. Ah. Hi, that's a small one. Hello. Cheating?
He see that he do a camera.
Here come the stragglers. Of course, they might not be the stragglers. They might be members of Queen watching fat-bottom girls. Woo-hoo. Mm. There's still more coming.
Okay.
We'll have a pause.
中国人寿在哪来？
Some of these bikes are not really bikes for going around the mountain roads. Where do you think they're going?
Well, look at this guy. Where's more?
Child? Is it a child?
No.
Ah. Tour of Hainan. So they're going around Hainan. Good grief, I don't envy them. So there's the shortcut that comes around here to the end of the bridge and turn left, which is where all those poor cyclists have gone. The bus had written on it Tour of Hainan. Well, there is an international cycling event called the Tour of Hainan. That's obviously not it, of course. It was earlier on this year, when I didn't have my action cam or my Fuji cam. Maybe next year we can get you some pictures of that. Now, we're going down this side, but we cannot go all the way round to where we started on the other side last week. At least here the river is fairly wide, so like those people living over there, when they bought their houses, their apartments, there was nothing over here. As you can see, there still is nothing, and we were told it was going to be like a square, like the town centre square. I suspect it'll be tall buildings, but they're so far away that is not a big problem. We wanted to go over there. You see those small buildings in the middle? They are villas, and they're set round an artificial river and lake inside. Unfortunately, they wouldn't let us in to look because they said they're all sold already. They're all empty, but they're all sold already. And that is a place that we'd like to go in and look, because it's one of the better looking, even the high-rise is one of the better looking ones. The first thing that you notice on many buildings when they're built is security screens go up everywhere, all over the windows, just like ours. That one, it's not allowed, so it still maintains its architectural aestheticism. Oh, those were big words. I wonder if they're right. Hey, the sun is shining. Not enough shade under the trees down here. There will be eventually. The trees this side will grow as they have done the other side. Maybe I should move the camera to the left hand, which shakes more than the right hand, but never mind. There's some steps here. We'll go up, get some shade for Wan behind me. She's very frightened about becoming brown, you know. I don't know why. I think she's beautiful brown. Now there's the ones we showed you the other day from the other side. Again, this is one where security screens are not allowed. It makes a huge difference. The building seems to deteriorate much quicker, or have the appearance of deterioration, once those security screens are put on everywhere. I hate them. I really hate them. We've got them on the bathrooms, on the 2 bedrooms. Our bedroom has a steel gate that closes, which is usually closed when we sleep with the windows open. It would be difficult for them to get through the kitchen balcony. The windows on the outside of that. But the living room window, I don't have the screens. The view of the mountain and the river, the town I suppose, from that window is such that I don't want to spoil it. Now, as you can tell, this road is not a quiet road. Not only are there 2 construction sites, the first one here with the green hessian on the outside, a second one a bit further down, but there's also, if you remember, the bridge that we don't know where it goes yet. So a very dusty place to live, probably for the next 3 years, 4 years, maybe longer. Go back down to the bottom in a minute or two, but then that's us almost finished on this side, because it's not possible to walk all the way. You hear that? An electric tricycle. I see, saw some news from the US that a second person died in an electric scooter accident. Oh, ban them, ban them! Oh, good grief, you know. The rest of the comments underneath the article were how many people are shot, how many people will die in car accidents, how many people die of drugs and alcohol. 2 people die from scooters and they want to ban them. Here, electric scooters rule. You can charge them at home. It's sometimes difficult if you live in an apartment like us without a great deal of space outside, although our neighbour brings his up in the lift. You don't need a license for them, and you just scoot everywhere. Could be what I'm in after I'm 70. I'd love to have a larger bike, but I'm not allowed. I am now, but according to the law, I cannot have bigger than a 50cc over 70. Yeah, some friends. Some friends. Hello. Hello. Why are you biting your tail? I should have got Wan to hold the camera earlier on this morning, but we hadn't started using it then. We had a little calf coming towards me. I don't see a down one. Must be a down here. Oh, there isn't a down here. No down one, eh? Oh. Nah, my sandals are full of stones. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's another view of that lovely entranceway that we showed you last week. Now, I'm not going to go much further. Soon we should see, and maybe we won't be able to see. The sun is in the lens now anyway. Down there is the bridge that doesn't go anywhere yet. And 300 or 400 meters further on, the vegetation grows completely across this path and there's no way around it. So the only way out is scrambling up the side. I'm not going to do that, not today. Before I do any scrambling videos, I'm going to have to find some other way to hold this camera, which means trying to use a modified GoPro attachment. Okay, so that's it for today. Say bye-bye, Wan.
Bye-bye.